Alright, there's no reason to sit around. Let's get it started. What's good, everybody? Welcome back, Knifey Man and Elysium. I hope you're both doing well. We're back with some Bubba Is You, and hopefully we can actually make some shit happen. Welcome to the stream. I hope you're all doing well. I'm melting. It's way too fucking warm. We're officially in summer, which is pretty freaking sick, but at the same time, I want to die. Anyway, yeah, last time we was here, we came very close to completing this level. So the idea, if I remember correctly, the idea I had was do something like flag is push. Then, oh no, I remember now. Wait, hang on. No, this is incorrect. I remember now. We used the flags to like fucking fly into the stratosphere. How did we do it? I think we put. This is good stuff, indeed. We put this is like here. How much time have you been streaming, Devin? I've been streaming for a long ass time, man. Like quite a while.
Morphine is a pain medication of the opiate family that is found naturally in a dark brown resin in poppies, Papaver somniferum. It can be taken orally, sublingually, via inhalation, the transdermal route, enteranally as well as via injection, both subcutaneously as well as more commonly intravenously. 7-9, it acts directly on the central nervous system, CNS, to induce analgesia and alter perception and emotional response to pain.
Wow. Thank you very much for that information. I have no idea why I was here, but I appreciate it nonetheless. Thank you very much. How long? I don't know how long I've been streaming, but it's been a while. Like, I genuinely think I might have been streaming for like 4 or 5 years, some shit like that. Like, it's been a long time. But yeah. So, if I remember correctly, I'm trying to remember exactly what I did. It was something like, there was the flag on the bottom, or was it like here? That's a very long time, not gonna lie. Yeah, no, I know. It's been a very fun journey, though. I've had a good time, basically the entire time. I've also been, I think, a little bit like blessed with it, because I've never put an ungodly amount of effort into streaming, really. Like, there was a point where I did, but I've never like sunk, you know, a ton of time into growing or anything like that, or like making sure people came out and watched. Like, I've sort of just been here streaming, and that's basically it. But like, that's kind of been fine, you know. Like, I've basically been able to have people watch me at every point, like different audiences here and there, albeit, but still I've had people like willing to watch me at every point. Like, a small audience, sure, but I've still had people. I know some people that like stream for God knows how long, and never, like, they just stay on one viewer forever. It's like really bizarre. But yeah, this is where we're at on this puzzle. So yeah, sorry, going back to what I was saying. So yeah, I'm kind of like, I feel kind of blessed for the fact that, you know, I've always had people willing to watch me, essentially. But yeah, this is where we got up to. But now the problem is we can't move this flag. So, how do we do this? The other alternative to this is I was making like a flag where the is, then flying up above, because the flags basically let you fly, but only in one direction, right? So I was flying up to here, jumping on the top of that, and then pushing the is in. Now, I think we could leave this flag here, so that when we come down to push the is in, it would need to be there, and then the is would be here. And the idea would be we'd pull the flag down with us. However, it's a little rough. Put all of that text one row down. Damn, you've been sub for 3 years. I just realized. Holy shit, that's a long ass time. Damn. Yeah, it's a long time. So I think what we need to do is push here. I'll show you my idea, and then you can tell me if I'm like a fucking clown or whatever. I guess we could do... No, we can't really do that. We'd have to break flaggers to do that. Because we want flaggers pull. And then as we go down, we want to break flaggers pull. We want to go we want to break it on like the second one, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. Because the idea I had from this point is you could do like flag is, but then you need pull. Use push. Wait, use push to push is in place. Get back down, push out any word from flag is pull. Wait, use push to push is in place. Okay. So you mean like this? Use push to push is in place. Get back down, push out any word from flag is pull. No, like before from the bottom. So, wait, let me just restart this. So you mean, like, push all this text down here, right? Is this what you're saying? Same setup you've used. Oh, I understand what you're saying. Yeah, I understand. I don't think this will work, but let's give it a shot. So, like, yeah, the exact same setup, but one row lower. Does it need to be? I don't think it needs to be for what you're suggesting, does it? I think there's enough room. Hang on. It's like, you want, like, this, right? Put the is here, then... Can you punch out one word when Bubba is full? I can, but, and this is a big but, if I push down to punch out a word, I'll be trapped on top of the full. Like, I won't be able to get back up. That's the issue. Unless, I guess, I push everything down. So, like, do flag is pull. Then, so what your sessions? We go flag is pull, then we push up here. Oh, shit. No, I think this just works. I think you're right. Hang on. I think this is either it or really... I mean from below. Oh! Ah, I see. Yeah, I think I can, you know? Yeah, I see what you're saying now. Oh, frick. So we need you to come down. There we go, like this. Okay. Yeah, I understand what you're saying now. Okay. Yeah, I think you've done it. You're a dang genius. We've been so close for so long. But I think this is it. So now we go here. Fly up. Jump off. Yeah. Wait, fuck. Oh, right, we can jump up. We can't jump up? Why isn't this working? What? What? Flag is pull. We break flag is pull. Why can't we jump on it? What the fuck? Even if we jump off, it's the same problem, innit? Are you actually trying to fuck me right now? Hang on. Well, hang on. We can just... No, we can't. Wait, maybe we can? Put everything on the... Oh, fuck. Hang on. We need to back up. Okay. Put everything on the floor. Oh, right. Flag is pull. Oh, right. We have to break flag is pull to do this. Hang on. We need flag... Fuck's sake. Why is life a constant string of pain? Then it's all locked. Yeah, I think you're right. Hang on. Yeah, if we push it all, it's locked except for the flags, right? Yeah, I think you're right. Fuck! Mate. This level is legit some horse shit. So... Fuck, yeah. Oh my god, that's so annoying. So, hang on. We're so close, though. Because now we've found a way to escape. How do we... I actually can't believe jumping up doesn't win from the bottom. I actually can't believe that. Like, I feel slightly cucked. I don't feel like there's no way to remake flag is push, is there? Whatsoever. Like, it's just not viable. Is there a way? Is there... I think I've got it. Hang on, I think I've got it. Wait, no. No, that doesn't work. No, that doesn't work. I was thinking... Go back. Hang on. I was thinking if we could jump back down... Like, okay, hang on. If we do, like... One sec. So let's do flaggers push. Then have... So this would be here. With this... Wait, hang on. So we'd ride this one up, push it in place. We come out, come back, fall onto here. I think it's fucked. I think it's actually fucked. Yeah, I don't think it's possible. Oh my god. That's so cruel. That's actually unbelievably cruel. There's no way we could lay this out. Wait, what if we do like... Hang on. Oh, you got it? Let's reset. Okay, hang on. I was thinking, is there a way to lay out flaggers push vertically? But I don't know if there is. Go on, what's your suggestion? Hit me with your ooh. With your ooh strat. If we could do like flaggers push like this. I think you'd necessarily need a flag on the ground for this to work. Plus you can't get the push back out. Put 2 flags to the left of flaggers pull. Okay, hang on. So same setup as before, I assume, yeah? You can't put text there. Also, one up. So, like, you mean move everything one up, right? No? What do you mean? Two flags, then the text. Oh, okay. That makes my life easier. Okay, so then the text, you said, okay. Oh, by the way, I didn't actually say, but thank you for the 100 bits, my dude. It's very much appreciated, sorry. Oh, I was curious as to why did you decide to educate everyone? That was a very interesting choice to me. To just feel like, you know, we needed some education. Or is there some dank meme I'm missing? Okay, so something like this, I assume, right? Well, you said 2 flags, then the text. Hello. Didn't necessarily say add another flag. I mean, this has to be on the bottom, so I'll do that now. I don't know, I had a morphine sample today, thought it was fun. Fair enough. I think one of the funny things about morphine is, as far as I'm aware, this might be like, then the 3rd flag, okay. Apparently we actually don't know how it works, but I don't know if that's like a pop science bullshit thing or if it's like legit. Okay, so we've got the setup. Oh, I get it. This works, right? No, this just works as is. No, it's okay. Because, look, I'm pretty sure we fly this up, jump out, break flag is... Fuck you, game. So with full, you instantly teleport to the ground. Interesting. Alright, what were you saying? First 2 flags all the way down. But if you do that, then you can't ride it across, right? I've made an absolute meal of this, but there we go. Use flag 2 to get up. But that won't work, because if you go up from here, you're on this column and you'll fall down. Still 1 at the bottom. Wait, what are you... So wait, are you saying like this? Second down as well. Okay, so like this, yeah? Now what? Now do the thing. What make flaggers pull, right? This won't work. Unless I'm missing something, which is possible. Okay. So now the problem is we can't... I've gone too far. You're a dang genius. I can... Oh my god, you're a legend. Wow. Hey, you're supposed to be humble. What is this nonsense? You can't just be like, yeah, I am a god. What of it? Holy shit. Good catch. Legit. That was... Wow. Well played. Very, very well played indeed. Oh my god, we've done most of these worlds now. I guess we have Mountaintop, Flower Garden, and Rocket Trip. And all the levels we have left are, like, horrible, I think. I don't know if I want to... The Rocket Trip levels might actually be my least not favorite. They are really cool, but like they take so much brain power. You know what? Let's try the Flower Garden ones. I feel like they were the least horrible ones, but I don't remember for sure. Okay, you know what? We can probably do this level if we think about it. Maybe. So the problem we'll have... I'm gonna be cooking, so you're on your own. Alright, no worries. Enjoy your food, whatever you make. Okay, so... If I remember... So we have this on keyword. I still don't know what this is for. This is the problem. So if I remember correctly... Hand is open, right? Yeah, hand is open. So we need to get a hand to go up here to open this door, and then we can walk in and win. We also can make doors shut and lava is defeat at any point, but that kills us, so we need... I think the idea was we need a hand to go up here or something to push it into place. But I don't know how we do that. We've got wall is push that we can mess around with. 4 bits of wall we can push. Hand is move, Bubba is you, and the on keyword. Okay. Okay. So we don't have lava, because I guess you could do like Bubba on lava is something. Yeah, this one has had me stumped for a while, and I think it still might. Can you... I can't remember if... No, okay, I can't. So I think I could only move... I could only, like, redirect the hand on another level where there was a stop or push keyword or some shit. It was the one with the, like, one of the ones we discovered last stream or the one before. Okay, so we can do, like, hand on wall is move. Could do, like, hand on wall is push. Oh, you know what? No, we can't do that. Never mind. This one is still, like, fucked, to be honest. Hey, Nala, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Like, I still don't know what the fuck I'm supposed to do on this one, honestly. It's pretty horrific. How much Bubba Is You have you been playing lately? Have you gotten to the point where I'm at, or still fairly early on? We did just complete a pretty tough level, which was nice. This one is so rough, because, like, on most of them, it's like, I have an idea of what I need to do. Here, I'm pretty clueless, to be honest. Still way early on, yeah, fair enough. Like, how do we, I don't know how we push this into place without being on this side. Unless we can, like, we. Look, I say we for lots of things when I mean I, okay? But when I'm streaming, we means the whole gang. You're all part of we, okay? Whether you want to be or not. You've been sucked into the family, alright? It's too late for you all. I've absorbed... We are collective. Exactly. Nala gets it. I'm not afraid to say it. We are cult. Yeah, I still have no fucking clue what to do on this level, though. I would imagine the cult would be able to help me, right? But apparently not. I can rock out with this hand for a bit, but no. Anyway, okay. I should probably think about this. What the fuck do we want to do? So we can do... Well, you know what? We could do hand is Bubba, and then sacrifice the hand to push this in. That would be one thing we could do. But then we need to get control of Bubba back if we want to do that. I guess... Is this one actually really simple? Can we ignore most of it? No, we can't. We need... Because we need probably 2 hands. How do we... I don't know how the... Well, I guess we have to control the hand to come into here again as well. But then how do we escape the lava? Because I guess we could do, like... We can do hand is you and control the hand. Then if we could find a way to get all the way down here and push this up as the hand, then it doesn't matter if we die because we'll, in theory, be controlling Bubba. But how do we... Can we switch them over when that happens? I don't know if we can. We can generate more hands, I guess. Maybe that's just it. Maybe we just have to generate more hands. Maybe we just go wall on... Oh, whoops. Wall on Bubba is hand. And then we could make like a bunch of hands. Is that really it? Is that all we had to do this entire time? No, because wall is wall. I see. Okay, we cannot generate a bunch of hands, sadly. We can turn Bubba into a hand. What about more Bubbas? Hang on. Could we do, like... Wall... No, we'd have to do... No, we couldn't really make more Bubbas. Because it would be... Yeah, we can't turn wall into anything else. We can only turn hand into something else. Fuck. The only thing I can think of is... You could do Bubba is you and hand is you, but it doesn't solve much, I think. Yeah, the only thing I'm thinking is I feel like we have to use this on... Wait, hang on. What if we do... Still need to open the door yet. What if we do, like... Okay, hang on. If there's a way to do, like... Like, Bubba on wall. is you. Or like Bubba on wall is move or something. Oh, shit. Yeah, that would let us get past the lava, right? I think. Bubba on wall is move. Let's test that out, actually. Hang on. Because I think if we're move and not necessarily you, then I think you can get past lava. Because you'll move twice, right? Potentially. It's like if we put this wall here, then we do... Oh god, how are we going to do this? Bubba on wall is move. That's not what I meant to do at all. Fuck. Okay, hang on. Okay. So that looks like it would work. But we need to get a wall here somehow, and I don't know how to do that. Because we don't have the push keyword. So I don't know how we get a better wall here, because now we're just going to die to this. Like, I want to test if I would die with this setup, but I don't know how. I guess, hang on, to test it, what we could do is we could do... Hand is Bubba. Okay. Then we do... Wall is push, so we push a wall here, okay. Break, wall is push. Grab the on keyword. Then we do, what was it? We did Bubba on wall is move, okay. That's not what I meant to do. Okay, I need these to be kind of separate. Get a hand out of the way, okay. Shit. Okay, hang on. Okay, Bubba on wall is move. Now, this is just a test, by the way. Like, this isn't a good solution. Okay. That Bubba dies. This Bubba lives! Okay, that does work. I bet that's how you fucking do it, then. That's gotta be how you do it. Or it's gotta be involved in the solution. But how do we leverage that for anything of value? I wonder if it... Wait, hang on. Does it work 2 spaces? We need to go back quite a lot. Hang on. Okay. All is push. And we would want... Okay. God, these bubbas are so unwieldy sometimes. Also, we probably need to move this along so it doesn't get in the way of shit. Okay, so then we do... Bubba on wall is move. Okay. I think that's too low, actually. Bubba on... wall, yeah, that's fine. With broken wall is push, so that's fine. Okay. So now, one rabbit can go into here. Lovely stuff. Then it dies, we only control one. We can already get past here. We can't get past 2s. Okay. So it skips you forward 1, but you would end on the lava, so you die. Okay, interesting. Good to know. Maybe that's not it then. If you can only jump past one, then that's not really that useful. It's useful for, like, escaping here if we can manage to get a wall here somehow. I don't even know how we could do that. Oh, you know what? There is a way we could do that. We could get a hand to be us, guide it to here, then make hand is wall. Then that would actually do that. But then I don't think that's it. You know, I don't think this is it. Because how do you make more hands? I don't think there is a way to generate more hands, is there? I think you need both Bubba and the hand to live the entire time. How the fuck do you get across this lava then? I don't understand. I thought I was... I honestly thought this was quite clever. I mean, I think it still is quite clever. Maybe it is still important, but like... Fuck. I have no idea. Okay, so we have a hand. Hand is open. Yeah, so you really need this hand to open this door. I guess there must be a way to safely get out of here after pushing it in yourself, I suppose. I think this one is honestly really hard. Like, it's just so weird. Because there's definitely no way to get rid of the lava. The only thing you can really do with the lava is to get across it safely after you make lava is defeat. Yeah. I don't know. This one is quite rough. Has anyone got any ideas? I just don't think there's a way to get a wall here. I don't think it's possible. Because if you do wall is move, it will just move in the direction it's facing. Is there a way? Maybe if you break wall is push, you can go past it at least, but... Wait, hold on. What about if you do, like... You can control... No, wall is not you. You cannot control the wall. Fuck. I was like, is there a way to... Yeah, do wall... Yeah, just do wall is you, essentially. Walk up, but... No, wall is wall. Oh, no, wall is wall, so you can't turn a wall into anything else. But the reason you can't control the wall is only because it says wall is not you up top. Like, watch, this won't work. Oop. Yeah, wall is you. Well, it doesn't work because wall is not you. But that's the only reason, otherwise you would be able to control it. I just have absolutely no idea. This puzzle's so goddamn cursed, man. Applies to my own suggestion. Hang on. I'm assuming this won't work, but I don't think we've ever tried it. That's not where I wanted that. Okay, this is gonna look real dumb for like 2 seconds, but just give me a sec. I'm trying something here. Now, admittedly, it probably won't work, but hey, that's what Bubba Is You is all about. Like, oh my god, this genius idea I just came up with, it must be the way to do it, and then you try it and like, oh, I'm a fucking moron. Wait, fuck. Speaking of being a fucking moron, you need that hand to be off the dang wall, sir. Okay, there we go. It can move down one, that's fine. There we go, alright. Okay. Wait, this isn't gonna work. I'm dumb as fuck. I was thinking, what if you do hand on wall is move and get it to move 2 spaces past the stop, but that's not going to work because we only have 1 move. We need to do like hand is push. No, wait. Hand on wall is move, I guess. And hand is push. But yeah, this won't work, right? This is just really, really dumb. I mean, I've committed at this point. I'm going to try it. We're going to at least go to the end of this idiotic thought. Okay, so hand on wall. Do be move. Fuck. Hang on. Let's break this here. Break this here. Push this down, push this in, push this up, push this there, push this there. Then make hand is push and hand on wall is move. Okay. Send him. Go. Okay, yeah, that did not work at all. Unsurprisingly. Okay. Oh. Getting the snack out. Fair enough. Sorry? Yeah, that's fair. She's not gonna release it. Oh, sorry. And to be fair, if someone grabbed you and tried to drag you out of your house with their like huge, weird alien hand, I think you'd be a bit upset about it every now and again. Yeah, she is. Okay. Guys, how in the heck do we do this damn puzzle? I'm gonna have a fruit pastel. They made them vegan recently, which is pretty fucking awesome. Do you guys have this in the US, fruit pastels, this sweet? Is it called the same thing? I know you're not in the US, the dude, but I mainly want to know the US people. You probably have this in Switzerland, right? I feel like across Europe there aren't many, like a lot of the sweets and stuff are all quite similar. What? Do you have fruit pastels in Switzerland? These things? I don't know if you can see that well. There you go. They're like a really tasty sweet. They made them vegan recently. I don't know, it just looks like that, like a little, what's a fruit pastel? It's like a sugar-coated, like, flat circle, like I'm showing you right now. And it's a fruit. It tastes of, well, it's not a fruit, obviously, but it tastes like fruit. Very good sweet. And they made them vegan recently, and it was, I was pogging out as a result. They're like a really juicy fruit. Like a really juicy sweet. I've got similar things, I guess. Fair. If you can tell, I'm stalling. I don't want to think about this fucking puzzle any longer. No, I'm kidding. The only thing I could think of is sending something up here to go make like something is move. But I just don't know how we get it to face up. Otherwise, we have to control something to come in here and it dies, right? That's the only alternative. Oh goddamn, they are really good. For the record, when I say they're juicy, I don't mean they are like literally juicy. It's just that when you eat them, like for whatever reason, I don't know, your spit gets like, you know, like the sweet gets dissolved in it. So it almost like feels juicy in a way. It's really weird. I just have no fucking idea, like, The problem with this puzzle is with most puzzles, I'm like, I understand the approach I have to take, but I don't even know what approach I'm supposed to take. Like, is leaving walls over lava a good idea? Are the walls even a part of this puzzle? Like, who knows? It could genuinely go any direction. And that kind of horrifies me in a lot of ways. What about if we do, like... So we've done X on X is move, X on X is push. What about, like... Wait, hang on. What if we do... Okay. What if we do... Wall on Bubba is push. If we do wall on Bubba is push, what does that do? Wall on Bubba is push does literally nothing. Because the wall on us is the one that is pushable. I understand, okay. Then if we do hand is move, it would push one of these blocks. But only for as long as we're on it. Can we use that? What? Oh, what the fuck?
I didn't even open it from that side. I opened it from the other side.
The snake almost escaped. How did you get out?
I opened it from this
Yeah, no, I
side.
saw. What the fuck? How'd you do that?
How did you do that? Maybe there is a brain cell or two in there.
Little damn escape artist.
I don't know.
I actually can't believe that. Yeah, that's wild.
I'm not quite sure.
I'll keep an eye on it then.
Yeah, I don't know what she did. I guess
Damn.
I could have left it open, but I didn't open it from that side.
Oh no, I guess maybe did you open it from that side by accident? Like maybe when you went to close it, maybe you like caught the other one or something?
There's a chance, but...
Yeah, no, that is really weird. I agree. It seems unlikely, but. All right, nearly had a pet escape. That was unexpected, to say the least. Corn snakes do have a bit of a reputation for being escape artists, but I'll keep an eye on her. Like I'll turn around every like maybe more than that, but, or less. I was gonna say every like 2 minutes or so. That's probably too much. But... Sorry.
I came in from my phone.
It was a good thing you did. She would have legitimately escaped otherwise. Jesus. Okay.
Unexpected.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That's probably my excitement for the week done. Oh god, actually no, speaking of excitement, that's totally off topic, but tomorrow I'm going to see Everything Everywhere All at Once, and I don't know if you guys are aware of it, but like, the discourse around this film has been fucking crazy. Like, I don't know a single person that's seen it and not absolutely fallen in love with it, or like really enjoyed it, so I'm seeing it tomorrow and I'm very curious to see what it's going to be like, because literally everyone that's seen it, it's like the most universally praised film I've ever seen in my lifetime. It's actually insane, so I'm very, very curious. But I wouldn't be that surprised if anyone in here has heard of it. But yeah, it's I'm very excited to watch it. It came out well late in the UK though, which is kind of annoying, but hey, I guess that's just how it goes. Brit bongers come last apparently, we're like the second class citizens of the world. No, I'm kidding, but hey. Anyway, you know, fuck. Should we just look at a different puzzle? I don't know if we're going to be able to do this. The shit seems... I feel like there's one thing I'm missing, and then once we see that thing, it'll all be really easy. If I do wall on Bubba is you, yeah, I just die immediately. Because it cancels out the whole sentence. I just don't... Where do we go, man? What are we supposed to do? I know I've sat here just saying that for the last, like, God knows how long, but genuinely, like, what the fuck? What do you... I just don't... How is this... I don't know how this isn't seen as, like, one of the harder puzzles in the game, you know? But I don't feel like I hear that many people talk about it. At least no one in chat's been like, yeah, I really struggled with this one. Maybe it's just my brain. I'm just not suited to do whatever this is asking of me. I think that's the frustrating thing about it. It's the fact that I don't even have like a thread to pull on. Like I have no idea. Oh, this one is hard, it's not to shoot. Oh, he's Antoine, welcome. Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. That's makes me feel a little less insane, but it's still rough as fuck, right? I mean, the only thing I can think to do right now, but I just don't know where we go from that point, is we could do, like, hand is Bubba. And then, voila, we have one thing that is Bubba, right? Then, the idea I guess I had was do... I guess we probably should have done this before what I've just done, but that's okay. In fact, actually, yeah, you know what? Let's do that. Let's go back, hang on. So the one thing I was thinking is we could do hand is Bubba, right? Sacrifice the hand to put lava is the feet in place. Oh, sorry, sacrifice one of them. Then you could do, like, wall, something like wall on, or sorry, hand, wait, no, how would it be? Hang on. It'd be like hand on wall. Fuck, I don't think this would be possible. I was thinking of, like, basically you sacrifice one, then you make hand on wall is Bubba, and then is you. Or I get, no way, it would need to be, wait, fuck, does this make any sense? Am I just rambling? I don't think this makes any sense. You'd essentially need a bit of wall, like, up here somewhere. And then you'd walk onto it at the same time you switch out some stuff. So that when you go on the wall, you turn back and you turn into a hand. But then it would need to also say hand is you for you to control it. I don't know if that's going to be possible. And then even from there, you'd still die to lava. So, like, where do you go from there? Unless you draw it over here somewhere. But then, even if you do that, you'd be a hand. Say you control a hand and you're here. You open the door, but then wouldn't you just die to the flag? Like, you die when you open it, right? Fuck it, let's just see if we can even get that to vaguely work. I don't know if we can, but we have. Let's try. So, like, hand is push. Let's get this out of the way. Bubba is you. Then you'd want something like, well, first thing you need wall is push to have something to move on to when you get round to it. Where would the wall go? Maybe here? And you push up, I guess? Then hand would need to be where I am. And you'd need to make... Oh, I guess you could have the other words here. That could work. So, like, wall on hand. No, it would need to say Bubba on... Wait, Bubba on... Yeah, Bubba on hand is you, for this to make any sense. No, wait, 'cause we're turning the hand into Bubba. Was our idea. Yeah. Yeah, we do hand is Bubba. So we have Bubba is you, we control 2 Bubbas. Then we make... Yeah, it would need to be Bubba on wall is hand. Which, yeah, Bubba on wall. Fuck, wait, no, this makes no sense. Oh god. I'm lost in the sauce, man. I'm completely lost in the sauce right now. That's not the... Whatever I was just rambling on about there was absolutely not the solution to this puzzle. Guess where we can avoid it, we shouldn't bury shit. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Zintoir. I hope you're doing well. Could you possibly give me a clue for this one without spoiling it, or are all the clues going to be, like, very spoilery? Hang on. I just want to try something. Does this just move it in the... Yeah, okay. It only moves it in the direction it's facing. We can't make it change direction, unfortunately. Yeah. Okay. Oh my god. I'm dumb as fuck. That's how you get over these. Never mind. Never mind, it's actually not. Wait, no, hang on. Yeah. Wait, but then you... There we go. And now we're out. Okay. That's actual progress. I don't fucking believe it. But now what? How do you get out of this hellhole? Can you get out of this hellhole? I can't believe we only just stumbled onto that. Yeah, I don't think you can get out from here, though. Doesn't wall protect you from lava? No, sadly not. Hang on, let me... You mean like this, right? And then we break, wall is push. Yeah, see? The wall does not protect you from lava. But you know what? This is a start. We've actually, like, done something we haven't done before. Okay, so we know we can do Bubba is you and move and then escape. But then how do we get out of this lava if we do that? I guess we could convert... If we make hand is Bubba, we have 2 of them. We can still... We can go into here, but we still have to find a way out. We'll still be sacrificing a Bubba. Jesus Christ. The only thing I can think of is something that isn't me can cross lava, even if lava is the feet, I believe. Let's try that real quick, actually. Hang on. So let's go grab push. So if we do hand is push, make it face this way, then do... Fuck, we can't even test this properly. I don't think. Yeah, I don't... How do we even test this? You have to, I think to test this, we need to push everything down, don't we? But I'm pretty sure... Well, I guess we could do... Yeah, we could do Waller's move, actually. And see if it gets destroyed by Lava is defeat. But we need, no, because we need Bob Eater's move first. Fuck, I don't... No, I don't think this does work. I don't think we can test this. Not like this anyway. Because currently, so we're doing Waller's move, and that lets us get in... Yeah, this lets us get in, do this, and then get out. But then where do we go from here? We can't do wall. We can't. Oh, I guess if we had Waller's, well, we know it doesn't get destroyed. So I guess okay. Anything that isn't you must not get defeated by defeat. The only thing I'm thinking is maybe we could do like, if we do Bubba is move, is there a way to then do hand is you afterwards? I don't know if there is, honestly. Yeah, because you'd need to like push it from the top or something. I don't think this would work. We can, admittedly, jump 2 spaces. So if hand is like here, but one sec. God damn it. He's so slippery when he's like this. Jesus. Okay, hang on. Yeah, okay, if we had it like that, we could jump up from underneath. Oh, that's not what I wanted to do at all. Yeah, we only bump it to is. Well, actually, I guess we'd... Even then, we only move it. Yeah, okay, this doesn't work. Oh, boy. I guess, yeah, there's no way to move the Bubba is you down. Wait, no, hang on, there totally is. We can actually move Bubba is you is down. Because we can do hand is to move it down. So hang on, wait. Yeah, we hadn't really considered this, but this might be good. So we do hand is you, push this down, bob it is you. Okay, there we go. So we have hand Bubba is you down here. So now we could do like, okay, let's break Waller's push to give us some room. Break hand is, because we just don't need it right now. Could actually tell you what, we could do hand is push and push the hand up into the next zone. So that's where we're going to want to be. So then we do Bubba is move. Probably want to break hand is push actually. Not actually, we don't want to leave it there though. Okay. This is fine. Okay. So now we would do break Bubba is move, because that shit's annoying as fuck. Then we can do hand is you. And we're so fucking unbelievably close. What do we do from here? What do we do from here? I just don't... So close yet so far, exactly. Hand... Is there like... Maybe like hand on... Wall is... hand on wall is Bubba would just turn it back into a Bubba. That's not what we're looking for, really. Wait! I've got it. I've actually got it. Oh god, this is going to be a fucking nightmare to execute though. Like, I don't know how we're going to do it. What you need to do is you do... Hand is Bubba, but you need to do Bubba is move at the same time. Come back. Wait, hang on. We need this is to not be against the wall. Fuck. Okay, we need to go back. One sec. Okay. Break it this way. Cool. And you go hand. We need the move, so don't do that. There we go. Hand is... Wait, no, this will destroy the fucking thing. No, we just need to do... Oh, no. Okay, wait, hang on. So we can push this here. Then we do... Is here. We need move there. Okay. But this will just destroy it because we now control the hand, but yeah, it'll break it after. And the whole point of doing this was to get Bubba to be able to get past here without dying. Fuck, we're so far. Jesus. Why is this one so unnecessarily cruel? It's actually fucked. I guess if we do there's got to be some way to use the is move to go past here. We haven't used the on at all. Do we need... I don't know if we need it, though. Or at least I can't see how we'd use it. Jesus Christ, this one's so mean. Fuck, man. Because if we can do, like I said, if we can do Bubba is move and just run up, we could just run past the lava. Anyone got any bright ideas? Because this is straight up shit stomping my brain. I actually have nothing. Everything I've done is everything I got. I'm at the end of my rope now. I literally have nothing. So what we did was fairly simple. We just did Bubba is move. Then when we got out, we did hand is Bubba. Is there a way? I'm trying to think if there's a way to make like Bubba is move across here, and then we automatically make Bubba is you. Maybe actually, if we break hand, but move like this, we could get Bubba to move up and down in a straight line automatically. And that would get us past the lava, but we need to break. We need to break Bubba is you before that point. So what about... What about hand is move as well? If we do like hand is move, and where would we get it to move? Okay, let's do push first to think about positioning. Okay, so we want to have hand is move and have it break Bubba is you. So the one that would give us the most time is... That, I think, is the most we can get, actually. Because we have to get behind it and push it down. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 14 moves for it to break Bubba is you. That actually sounds about right. So fuck it, let's give it a shot, I guess. You can get more moves. Yeah, no, yeah, that's true, actually. Fuck, one sec. So 1. We need to go down twice at the start. This was a bad idea. Hang on, we go down, wait, go across. Back, wait, up, down. Yeah, I need one more move so I can face up. Okay, yeah, so I guess we're gonna have to just shuffle this whole thing up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so this should be fine. Okay, there we go. Actually, we probably want to push it from beneath. Okay. Okay, this is a much more efficient route as well, actually, so... Oh. There we go. Then we just die if we go down. There we go. Okay. So now we make... Fuck. But it has to say, Bob, it is you at that point. So we need to push the is as well. We'll have the other is at the back. I don't think this can work. I hate to say it, but I don't think this will work. I just don't get how we place the is. Wait, how can I get 2 more moves? So we'd need like a third is for this to work. I don't think this is it. Plus, it would only get us there. We'd still need to get across this part. But the fact that Bubba is moved does actually get us across without dying. I'm starting to feel like there's a trick we're just not getting. Like, Bubba on something is move, and then make the thing itself move or something. And it just gives you invincibility the entire time. But the thing is, it only goes in one direction when you do that, so like, I just don't... If Bubba is you... Hang on. I'm gonna try something here. Bubba is move. Okay. We can't just... Yeah, okay, we die the second we touch it. I was curious to know if we just hold A, can we, like, get past, but no, we can't. I just want to go for curiosity. Is Bubba is on... hand is on Bubba, do something. Let's try. No. How fucking wild would it be if we just learned a new thing and it's like, if you make hand is on Bubba, the hand gets teleported on top of Bubba or some crazy shit like that. That would literally change everything, but unfortunately that does not appear to be the case. Wait a damn second. No, never mind. I was thinking maybe we could do like wall is move to push up the is, to push up this whole sentence, but no, I don't think that's it, to be honest. Although I am thinking about it now, hang on. So we had like hand is move. We had hand is move like this. So if the walls are like here and facing up. No, they're just going to run out way before Bubba does. Because I'd want to move... Oh, no, wait, not necessarily. You could go up like we were doing before. Push this whole sentence to the very top. And then have... No, you don't have enough is's to do that. Fuck me. What about if, like, hang on. What about if as we're moving, can we do, like, wall on Bubba is move? But then Bubba wouldn't be move. So you'd break the U. then Bubba wouldn't be moved, so it's kind of a problem. Wait! I've just realized something. If we lay out the walls in like a line, we could actually do wall on Bubba is moved. So we'd like come back, we'd try and like come under, face up, and then we could run across this automatically. That's an interesting idea, actually. But then the problem, I think we need to do Bubba is moved to actually like be able to do this. Fucking hell. Yeah, because we'd need to have like... Okay. I'm trying to think this through. We'd need to do Bubba is move. So we could like come into here and actually do this. Come out. Then when we're out, we'd want like Bubba on wall is move, which is just not going to happen. There's no way we can change a sentence that drastically without doing it ourselves. You know what? One thing I can't believe I just realised this. I think we even had this a while ago. We can do hand and Bubba is you like this, which is interesting. Might have an idea. Please. Please, fire away. Save me from this mortal fucking coil. Do you want me to reset? If you put the walls horizontally at the bottom, you can push a ton of text up. Yes. I mean, I've done something kind of interesting here, but I don't think it's what we have to do. Okay, so if you put the text in the right place, you can get Bubba back over the lava and realign Bubba is you. So you mean something like this, right? Then you would do like wall is move. I don't know what you're suggesting. Because I had a similar idea, I think. But just thinking through the practicality of it, I just didn't think it was possible. Oh. Yeah, but probably so that no piece of wall stays on the lava. I don't know what you mean by that. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I have it in me. Like, I just have absolutely no idea what to do here. I'm not sure if that even leads to something, to be honest. Yeah. Let's look at something else. You know what? I actually have a rough idea of what's still on this one, so let's come back to this one. So, if I remember correctly, we could push one thing here, use it to destroy some shit. Then we can make Rocky's push. But the problem is we need to destroy a third tile, and we don't know how. We have rock and on. We can't, I don't think we can use letters to, yeah, because it's float. We can't use words to sync. So what the heck do we do here? I was thinking maybe like, if we could do like rock or pillar on, water is sink. That might break it, so we could just walk over. Maybe that's it. So pillar is push. Wait, I might have just fucking solved this unironically. That took like 5 seconds. Then you do rock is push. Ah, I remember now. I had this idea before. So then you would go like, yeah, you'd want to destroy this because doing this is worthless. Then you would make like, yeah. Yeah. Now we want to make pillar on water is sink and then we can just walk across, but we can't do it. I remember now. So yeah, we need to find a way to push this rock into this square here, I guess. That's what we need to do. But I don't know if we can. Yeah, because we can push this in. Push this up here, but like, yeah, what the fuck do we do from here? There's absolutely nothing we can do, right? So we have to probably have to use this on keyword in a clever way. Oh! Hang on. Push this here. Push this here. Wait, why can't we push it? Pillar isn't push. Why can't we push it? Oh, hedge and pillar is stop. I see. Can we do it the other way around? So if we do like rock is push. Push this to here. Do pillar is push? Okay. Then rock. What about pillar on rock is push? Because I'm pretty sure the other way around would just soft lock it. So this will push this out. Then we can push. Then we can't push either. Now we run into the same problem as before, right? Because now if we break this and make rock is push, we just have the same problem where we can't get in. If we break both, then we can't push this up. So we need to find a way to come down and then push this up. I think. We really don't have that much to mess around with too, so... Yeah, I feel like the only way to do this would be to magically get past something and then start pushing it. I don't know how you could do that. Pillar is pillar, but rock isn't. Okay, so we can do... So we can't do rock is pillar. Oh, we can do rock is pillar, sorry. We can't do pillar is rock. Okay. So we can do that. Push the pillars. But then we run the same problem as before. Anyone got any bright ideas for this one? You're on the right track. I think so, yeah. Wait, have you solved it already? If we do like this, but then we make this, we won't be able to push, right? I know how to go on. Oh, really? I think, okay, based on what you think is correct, is my overall solution correct? Put rock and pillar back. Okay. So I had, what did I have? I had the pillar here, right? Or did I have the pillar, wait, do you mean pillar here or to the left? Or to the right, sorry. Gonna have my final pre-pass the way I wait. I don't know if your idea of walking over water works. No, I wasn't gonna walk over water. Pillar to the right. Now my idea is to make... I want to make the sentence rock on water is sink or pillar on water is sink. Because if we do that, then I think we win. But to do that, we need to destroy this patch and this patch. That's what I'm currently trying to do. Okay, cool. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay, so now I've done pillar as push. Ooh. Yeah. But now what? Okay. I can't do it, can I, from here? Yeah, I can't. I do need to destroy this spot. Put pillar into the hole you made, okay. Oh, too far. Yep. Now bring in rock. Oh, is there a way to make rock is put? Wait. Yeah, you're a fucking legend. Grats. Well played, sir. You know what? I can't believe I didn't consider this. Yeah, well done. He's done it. Well played, well played. Oh god, okay. Well hey, we actually unlocked a level we haven't done, so that's exciting. I'm glad to know that my logic was correct though. That in and of itself is nice to know. Let's do 9 first, I guess, why not? Overgrowth, okay. What the fuck? Okay, key is push, on fruit. I'm popping off. Alright, yeah, really, you are. You actually are, it's wild. Okay, so we can break grasses shut, but then it makes grasses hedge. Okay, interesting. The heck? So if we just come out now, we can push the key, but that's obviously not very useful. So we need to do like... What the heck do you want from me? How do we... I guess we can... Fruit is fruit and key is key. So we can't do fruit is key. We could do fruit is you though, which is interesting. Maybe fruit on key is push? No, that doesn't make much sense. We do fruit is push. How do we push the fruit out though? Because like, we can't push it out like this currently. The heck? This is a really weird level. Can we do key as you? I guess we can. Yeah, there's no reason we can't do key as you, interestingly enough. Okay. But then obviously what do we... Like, there's not really much to go after that. Hey, you drum. Hey, then. Okay, we could do like fruit on. We can only really do key on Bubba, fruit on key, Bubba on fruit. What does that do? If I do Bubba on fruit, did not mean to do that. Okay. If I do Bubba on fruit is push, what does that do? I'm actually curious. Oh no, we tried this last time. It didn't do anything. We tried wall on. I guess it's slightly different, but it still doesn't do anything. I don't think. Just makes us push. Okay. Key on fruit probably doesn't really do much. I have no idea what to do here. We can't turn the fruit into a key. We've already established this. Can't turn the fruit into anything, in fact. We could turn Bubba into a fruit, I guess. But the problem is then there'd be two fruits and we wouldn't control either of them. I feel like there's a really simple trick to this one. Because, like, the second you go past here, you're locked in, right? You can't change the words, so it just has to work from that point on. I mean, the only step I see so far is we can control the fruit or the key. So we can make this, but then we're trapped, so this doesn't do anything. But we can do fruit is you. What advantage does this give us, if any? Does turning into a fruit help? I don't know, man. Maybe we need to do, like... The only thing I can think is maybe fruit on key is push, or key on fruit is push. Maybe that's just... No, but then we'd need both of us. We could do like key... I guess we could do key on Bubba is push. But then this obviously, like, we need a second thing to push it out. We can't do it on our own. And we can't turn the fruit into Bubba. How you doing, you Dram, mate? You good? Oh. It's like, I feel like we need to do key on fruit is push, fruit is you. Bubba is key is you? Nah, can't be. I don't think you can you do Bubba is key? Ah. You can, but grass is shut. That's the problem. So what if we do... We can't push Bubba far enough forward. We need to get Bubba to here. What about Bubba... What about Bubba on fruit is key? Then can we move Bubba somewhere? Well, we can turn him into a key. But, like, we need him to be in a different spot. Hang on. So, fruit is you. Bubba is push. We can't really help him escape anywhere. Because, like, if we push him... Wait! No, that doesn't work. Never mind. Or at least I don't think so. Bubba on fruit is key. No, we run into the same problem, right? Because we'll turn him into a key here and then he opens, yeah. It's a couple steps out. Yeah. Then we have the same conundrum. I feel like we need to figure out how to make both of these guys escape. And then if we do that, we can just do key on one of them is push. And then we can just... it should be really easy from that point. Now, how do we get both to escape? Ah. Fruit is you. You basically have the solution, do I? Bubba is push. How do we get Bubba out? We can't do it. I know, unless you think unless I'm missing something. Unless I don't need to get Bubba out, but... Bubba on fruit is push does not work, right? Just want to double check. Yeah, that's okay, yeah. Also, we need to back the fuck up, because once we put something in like that, it locks it in. What about, like... We can make Bubba a fruit, actually. That's something we could do. Oh, yeah, that's it. We just make Bubba a fruit, right? Then... Key... Yeah, this is it. This is just it. Then you do key... Oh, fuck. Key on fruit is push. This is it, yeah. There we go. Voila. Lovely stuff. Very easy puzzle, actually. Ah. Oh, no. What's the bonus level? Let's find out, I suppose. Wait, this is totally different. What? I've been bamboozled. This is supposed to be an extension of Overgrowth. This is absolutely not an extension of Overgrowth. What is this? Text is push. Lava on ice. Boxes melt. Fuck. Oh, man, there's a lot of rules. Hang on. Okay. Door is shut. Belt is shift. Text is push. Cool. Lava is hot. Lava is lava. Box is melt. Box has flag. Okay, so we need to get the lava to the box to melt it. How do we open the door, though? Ice is open. Okay. Do we die on lava? No. We can make lava is push. To melt the thing. Lava on ice is push? No, that'll only make one push at a time. So... couldn't we just, like... one sec. Send that through. Ice is push. Send that through. No, this doesn't work, right? Because then we would have to go through, and then we can open the door, but, like, how do we open the box, right? We need the lava. Okay. We could do, like, text on lava is something. Well, we only have push, actually, so the only way we could do it is, like, yeah, we can only make anything on is push. So we could make... okay, what else can we make? We can make text is lava. Lava is text. Lava is ice, but lava is lava. Ice is not ice, interestingly. Okay. So we can turn the ice into something, but not the text. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's really weird, actually. It's very standout for this game. You don't get that often. Oh, goodness me. I just... fucking hell. My legs are hurting. It's because I went climbing yesterday, but, like, I overstretched myself on a wall. I had to do, like, a big, like, splits-like motion to do a climb. I didn't even fucking do it, and I just ended up pulling my leg muscle. So I just feel it go every now and again. It's kind of horrible. It's not too bad, honestly, but, you know. Still, it's rough. It reminds me of how unflexible and also, you know, like, unathletic I am. Okay. So we can't do... so we could do text is lava, that ruins the level. So text is anything ruins the level. Kind of. We could do text on... ice is lava, which is like a really weird one. But we can do that technically. No, yeah, because we need lava and ice to be pushed. That's the current conundrum. If we can do that, then we just win. But we can't push the words into here because... then we can't push anything else into there. The hell? What are we supposed to do? Turn the ice into text, I guess. That's kind of neat. Okay. So we have lava as push. We can push this around. How do we push this around? Or is there a way to change it after we move into here? Right now, we can... so we could feed text through, but the problem is we can only put a small sentence in there, right? Yeah, because then it gets jammed and we can't move it from this point. I reckon we have to start with lava is push. Push this into here. Do ice is push. Push this into here. I reckon this is our starting position. Then what if we do something like... nah, this doesn't make any damn sense. No, hang on. Maybe it is making a little damn sense. But only a little. Maybe we can push in. What opens the door? Ice is open. So, we need ice is push. No, this doesn't make any damn sense. Never mind. So we need it to push down. What? Fuck. What? Hang on. What if we do, like, ice is push in the on. What happens? It pushes the ice along. Is that interesting? I don't know. Man, I really don't know. This one actually does seem quite rough. Lava on ice is push does nothing, right? Because it means... Because we can't have them both be pushed at the same time. That's like the major issue. So if we did like ice is push it onto here, then do lava on ice is push, we only push the lava. I guess one interesting thing to note is if one of these objects is pushed, we can turn like... Wait, no, we can't actually. Yeah, because we can only push this one. I was thinking maybe we could, like, if we push the ice and lava through, and then have a sentence that turns, like, maybe text into something when it's pushed onto something else. You could use the conveyor belt to push it onto something and then have it change on the other side of the conveyor belt, but I don't really see how that would be that useful. Like, if we did, like, ice on text is... No, it would have to be text on ice is lava or something, for example. Then you'd push the text through onto the ice, and it would turn into lava. I mean, that sounds kind of cool, but I don't know how you'd use it. Anyone got any ideas? Because honestly, if not, then I think we'll call this here. And then I've got like an extra little bit planned to do with something else. But I think I'll like do that basically. But it's like non-game related. Because as far as this shit goes, it's like very difficult. I'm just gonna have a look. What was Maritime Adventure? Oh, it was this fucking level. What was number 10? This shit looked impossible as well. Like this is just so much. There is so much to do here. And Lord knows I don't know where to start with it, so... Yeah, if no one's got any idea, then I think I'll just move on to the next section of the stream for today. What other levels do we have left? So I know we have 2 here. I don't remember, what was this one? Oh, this fucking hell. This one really isn't really that hard. Wait, which one? The belt one. Okay, it might not be that hard. It looks very intimidating. Yeah, this one, right? This looks very intimidating. So it looks like you have to use the hands to generate belts. And then, like, I have no idea, do something, but I don't know what, like, and that's why it's scary to me, in essence. Are the skulls the feet? They are, okay. I mean, I guess we could have a... Do you know what? I think we should have a look at this at the start of next stream. That might be a good one to do at the start of next stream, because I need a lot of brain power to do it. And then, like, I'm gonna be honest, all of these fucking rocket levels look hellish to me. This one, absolutely no clue. If I remember, 7 was cursed as fuck as well. Yeah, this one we had a long look at and could not work out. This is like, apparently one of the last levels someone in chat said they did. And then that's all of Rocket Trip. All of them look like hell, so... And then the 2 ice levels we have left are both pretty horrific as well. We had Seeking Acceptance, which, yep, was this one. And then this one, I have absolutely no idea how to do. I did have a brief look at it last stream, because I was like, maybe it will just click. It did not click. So, yeah, I don't know. Wait, what about 10 on the overworld? Yeah, we haven't looked at 10 on the overworld, that's true. We haven't looked at it in a while. But we also, like... I don't know, I guess it just depends. We don't know what we want this level to be yet. We have a level is keyword, and we probably want it to be like level is flag or some shit. But yeah. I admittedly have no idea what to do here either, though. Because, like, how do you get around this defeat nonsense, you know? Flag has key, like, what is going on? I don't know what to do, man. There's so much random bullshit here. It's just a lot of stuff, you know? But yeah. I think what I'll do is I'll call it here and then do the segment I want to do after this. I think that'd be a good idea. And then we'll just, when we come back next stream, we'll try and do the one you said was fairly easy, the number 10 on Flower Garden. But before I start, I'm probably going to go take just a short break. Oh, give me a minute. Okay. Wait, give you a minute for what? Because you want to watch the segment, or because, like, you want to try have a crack at a level? I will say, just for the record, the segment I'm going to do is, like... So, I really enjoy online debate, like, specifically around politics and ethics. And there was a debate that happened recently that made me kind of question my own goddamn sanity. So I wanted to cover it and just go over a couple of basic things, because I think conversations are getting worse, and I'll explain why and go into it. You can also normally complete the level you turned into Bubba on the map. Oh yeah? Interesting. Well, this one. Which debate was it? It was the Alex versus Senchpira one, the exact one you're thinking of. I'm just going to go over a couple like basic things that I think have been a bit lost, or at least I feel like I've seen less people, you know, do stuff in a good way, I guess. You know what? This kind of has the same problem. How did we... Oh, yeah, we did level is X instead of... Yeah. Yeah, we didn't try and win this one because someone told me that the goal wasn't to win on that level. But maybe that's untrue. I don't know. But what did these even give you? Like, when we did slideshow, it unlocked these other 2 levels, right? Kind of, what was this level? Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, this game is fucking hard. It's getting to the point now where I'm like, you know, having a rough time. It's just a lot, you know. I'm here ready for poll. All right, cool. Yeah, let's do that. Fuck it. Yeah, we'll move on. I'm gonna take just a short break. I'll pop to the loo and grab a glass of water. And when I get back, we'll move into it. I'll change all the like stream description, everything. If people want to stick around, I'm gonna be talking about like basic debate stuff, and I'm gonna do a Q&A at the end, so if anyone has questions, stick around. And the segment probably will only last for like 20-30 minutes. Like, it's not long. I've just got a few things I want to say and really like illustrate. Pooping stream when you pay me more money and we open a chat-a-bait stream, I suppose. I'm not against the idea that I'll totally poop for you sick little freaks if you really want. But yeah, just give me 2 seconds. I'll be back shortly. We'll set up and then we'll get into it. It won't be a long segment, so if you're even like mildly interested, do stick around and we can do a Q&A at the end. But see you guys in a bit. Alright, I'm back. Okay, let's get the shit set up. So, you're gonna have to stare at my big old noggin for a little bit while I get shit set up. So let's exit the game. Oh, yeah, it's been a while, Sean. How you been, in general? That's good. Basically, I have a whole new staff. They're all great. Things have been starting to slow down again, so I can get back into streaming between work and helping out my grandmother. Feel like I've had no time for myself since December. Damn, fair enough. I mean, I guess, hey, that's just, you know, that's how it goes sometimes. But it's still rough. I'm glad to hear that things are loosening up a bit. Oh, Jesus. Oh, God, I've opened my own stream. I need to... Wait, hang on. I just need to change the title. And the section, actually. Hang on. So let's go to edit stream info. Okay. Let's put ourselves in just chatting instead of... I was thinking about maybe... No, fuck it. Let's chuck ourselves in politics. It's probably slightly more relevant, I guess. Alright, so... Okay. She's doing great now. Had to have a double cataract surgery, hip replacement, back surgery, and cancel within the last 3 months. Damn. That's really rough. My grandmother occasionally has to go to the hospital for, like, less stuff, and it's always, you know, it's the whole thing. So I can only imagine how much that must have been, actually, to deal with. But my mother has really, really dodgy knees. Hey Creed, how are you doing? You've missed Bubba Is You, by the way. we're in a different segment now. Okay, let me just load up everything I need, and then we can get started. What conversation did I walk into? Oh, we were talking about grandmothers and, you know, hospital in general, I guess. Okay. Alright, that's probably fine.
The attachment.
Okay. Before I start, first things first, just let me know audio levels. Can you hear this okay? Does it need to be turned up? Do I need to be turned up? Whatever. Probably use a different browser so we don't get any fucking adverts.
Yeah, the time before formula.
It sounds low to me. Okay, cool. Let's crank it up a bit. I'm not quite into politics, so I'm going to go, no worries. I mean, so just for the record, Creed, I'm going to go over, I'm going to be going over more, like, arguments or debates, I guess. So if you're interested in, like, it's not, like, strictly politics, more like philosophy and making arguments and that kind of thing. It's really, really basic shit, but I'll just, I'll kind of explain why I'm doing it. But if that's more interesting to you, then that's what I'm doing. But if not, no worries, I'll see you around. I'll see you on Thursday for the next Barbeers You stream. But okay, it sounds quiet to you, so if I just let me crank it up a bit.
Before bottles
now?
existed, where you could actually store the milk, and yeah, the mother's bodily autonomy is being violated as long as the baby is sucking.
Or does it need to be up a bit more?
On her nipple, like, and you could kill that. I guess you could kill the baby as long as it's breastfeeding. I mean,
yeah, cool. Okay, I'll crank up just a tiny bit more because always, whenever I listen back to these, it always turns out I'm louder than I thought it was. I just talk so loud. God, I have such a booming voice. Okay. Sounds good to me. I don't know if you're talking over. I don't know if you're talking over their talking or if you're going to pause in between. I'll be pausing in between, but as long as it's, yeah, it's not too important for me to be, like, if I'm too loud, that's not necessarily a problem. But as long as you can hear the audio when it's playing, that's like the main thing. So I'll be pausing in between for sure. Who's Zen Shapiro? Is Zen Shapiro like Ben Shapiro's estranged brother or something? No, he's not. He's just some guy who does like so Zen Shapiro is like an online political commentator. But he's like he calls himself a paleo-conservative, but he talks about abortion is like his main thing, and he just debates abortion online. That's who he is, and that's who I'm going to be talking about partially, kind of. Am I the only one with an audio delay? There's an audio delay? Wait, hang on. Are you talking about from my mouth? Wait, hang on. Are you talking about from my mouth? Wait, hang on. Oh, no, it looks okay. It looks okay to me. Ain't you freaking crazy? You're losing your damn mind. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay, I guess we might as well get into it. Okay, so this is probably a little bit of an odd segment for anyone who knows me, but the reason I'm doing it is because recently I watch a lot of like online debates and all that kind of stuff, right? And recently I feel like I've noticed the conversations have slowly been getting worse and worse. This may not actually be the case, it's just from my own like perspective, I guess. And this was really illustrated by something that I saw recently. So I recently watched a guy called Zen Shapiro who debates a ton of abortion stuff. That's like his main thing. I saw him debate against someone called the Alex Kursk Project. So personally, I am absolutely in the pro-choice camp, and I've, thought about this a ton. So I have a very like good idea of why I think that, all of that good stuff. And watching this guy try and defend the pro-choice position was pretty cringe because he absolutely did not. And this is kind of what I want to address because I've been seeing this in other conversations as well, and I feel like it's been getting slightly worse recently. In fact, the reason Destiny ever even started talking about or got into the debates for, I guess you should say, or talk about politics, is because he felt like the conversations were really bad at the time he did it. And I feel like that's kind of coming back a little bit. I feel like at a point he sort of started getting more popular and other people started replicating what he was doing, and it was all very based in like logic and understanding how argumentation works and that kind of stuff. But since he's kind of backed off of that a little bit, like he sort of still does that, but less people like him now, and for a whole bunch of other reasons, he's just, got less influence over that sphere. So basically I feel like the bad conversations have started to creep in. So I wanted to kind of like address a couple things with this conversation that I saw. So before we even get into it, basically, the first thing I want to talk about is fallacies. So you'll hear people constantly talk in like conversations when they're arguing over various positions, especially people that know a little bit about philosophy. They'll talk about fallacies. So a fallacy is just a fallacious argument. That's generically what it means. But if you ask someone, or if, in my opinion, from the people I've spoken to, if you ask someone what a fallacy is, it's quite rare they can actually explain to you in the like absolute core sense. That it's rare that they can explain what it actually is. Generally speaking, they'll give you some kind of an example. They'll say something like, a fallacy is a fallacious argument, such as the nature fallacy. When someone appeals to nature, it's not a good argument because it's an appeal to nature fallacy. And that's kind of the extent of what I've noticed is like most people's understanding of this. This is flawed for two reasons. Firstly, not understanding what a fallacy is means that you can't apply it to your own conversations. Not to say that you should be running around saying that, you know, calling out fallacies where you see them, but you can still address them without using the terminology, right? But the other reason, so firstly, you won't be able to spot them in your conversations. And the other reason is also, fallacies aren't generally fallacies in every case. So for example, so what a fallacy is, what most people won't be able to tell you is that a fallacy is just any argument that doesn't address the points of the argument it's trying to refute. So for example, if someone was to say, if you're having a debate over, like, I don't know, a type of food, and someone said, I don't think this food is good because it's not natural, that would be a legitimate appeal to nature fallacy. They would be making a fallacious argument because whether a food is good for you or nutritious has nothing to do with whether it's natural. But if you was having an argument over whether something is natural, then of course it makes sense to appeal to how natural you think it is, right? You couldn't say that it's a appeal to nature fallacy in an argument about whether something is natural, right? So that's kind of like the one big disconnect I see a lot. And in this kind of debate, we're going to see a lot of a certain person not being able to address Zen Shapiro's points. And I think it might be because they don't understand this concept, or at least that's how it feels to me. But we'll kind of get into it. So I guess get into the debate. The first thing I spotted that I thought was interesting. So if I just change the view so you guys can see what I'm seeing, there we go, lovely. Okay. Oh fuck, we got an advert. I should be using a different browser.
Say a woman does have a right to choose.
One sec.
I will explain throughout this debate why.
Alright, I guess we're all gonna get killed. Are you ready? It's ABBA Void. What is ABBA Void? Does anyone know? Oh, it's a concert. Oh shit. Or ABBA back in town. Anyway, okay. So let's all just have a listen to this opening statement because I think it illustrates something pretty interesting, or at least it did to me.
Have a right to choose. I will explain throughout this debate why, and regardless of our idea of whether it's moral to terminate a pregnancy or not, one thing I must make absolutely clear. I don't want to get into a discussion about a variety of moral equivalencies. For example, I don't want to have a discussion about if I condone abortion, that means I also condone something like necrophilia, for example. It's a false equivalency and has no basis in this debate. I also don't want to get into a game of definitions. For example, if I mention the word sentience, I don't want to spend 20 minutes talking about it and different examples of it. My opponent may try to shift the goalpost to look for some level of consistency or inconsistency to prove his point. Our goal here should be to talk about one thing, talk about abortion, Roe v. Wade.
Okay, that's pretty much more or less what I wanted to show, but I think within this opening statement, you can spot the mindset he's coming into this debate with, and I'm going to go ahead and explain why it's flawed. So first things first, the first thing that jumped out to me was the necrophilia comment. He said that he doesn't want his opponent to talk about if his position justifies necrophilia because it's not relevant to the debate. The reason this is a problem is because it sounds like to me that he went back and he listened to a Zen Shapiro debate in the past that went down this route, but didn't really understand why it went down that route. So he just heard it as like an attack on a position, and then he was like, okay, I don't want you to do this because I don't think it's relevant to this. But the reason I think this mindset is bad is because he's trying to preemptively kind of prevent a specific argument while seeing it almost as just like a talking point rather than a rebuttal to a specific point. And that in and of itself is kind of plays into the talking past each other that I'm talking about. So like he has a preconceived notion of what Zen's going to say. So he will come into it assuming certain things rather than naturally trying to adjust to what Zen is saying and actually address his points. And this is a problem that's going to come up over and over again. But I think just that opening statement illustrates why and how he came into this with like a pretty bad mindset. Also, later down the line in this opening statement, you heard him say the thing about consistency. We'll get into this later, but consistency is like incredibly important when it comes to understanding moral principles or moral philosophies. So we'll get into that later, but that's also just another thing that made me go, don't know if this guy's don't know if we're sending our best on this one, you know, that was kind of like the main issue. So the next point that I noticed was a bit of a longer clip. It's like a full minute nearly. So I'll just let you guys listen to this and also read what I've written because I don't remember what this is actually going to be. I'll have to read my notes. One sec.
Let's go and get started.
Okay, so I don't know if I actually heard your argument as to like why you support the woman's right to choose. Like, what principle are you arguing here? Is it bodily autonomy? What is it?
It is bodily autonomy, actually.
Okay, so bodily autonomy. Let's just make sure we understand the definition here. Bodily autonomy is one.
Here we go.
No, no, no. Let's make sure we understand the terms we're using. Okay, that way we don't talk past each other. Fair? Yeah. Okay,
Okay.
so bodily autonomy, basically one's own right to self-governance, free of external coercion or compulsion. Fair?
Sure.
Okay, and you're saying you support the woman's right to choose to have an abortion on the grounds of bodily autonomy. Well, my thing is that that's actually contradictory because in order to be in support of bodily autonomy consistently, you would have to acknowledge the bodily autonomy of the human being inside of the womb, which you do acknowledge begins at conception.
Yes.
Okay, so then how do you rectify this?
Okay, so first off, why was the woman having the abortion in the first place?
Okay. That response right there is exactly why I pulled this clip out. I remember now. So, this 1 minute clip very much illustrates to me exactly the mindset I was describing earlier. He, in his mind, 100% has a bunch of talking points that he wants to go through and isn't willing to address what Zen is going to say. So, Zen's line of attack is perfectly legitimate. If you want to argue from the perspective of bodily autonomy in favor of abortion, that's a thing you can do. I think it's really hard to do that way personally. I don't think that argument is particularly strong, but it's something you can do. It's not like, I'm sure there's other people that can do it better than I can or have better arguments than I can, right? But this illustrates my point really well. So Zen asks, basically, what about the bodily autonomy of the fetus? Is this not something that we care about? And the immediate response is to jump to, instead of actually explain why the fetus potentially doesn't have bodily autonomy, why the mothers might override the fetuses, or perhaps why you just don't grant it to the fetus in the first place. There's a couple different ways you can approach this. Instead of doing any of that and going on to explain why these two things aren't a contradiction, instead of doing that, he goes on to try and talk about why the mother's getting the abortion in the first place, which is just completely irrelevant and is one of the clearest examples of a fallacious line to go down after the point. So, just to explain, what I mean by consistency is that generally when you lay out a set of moral principles, you can't have contradictions within them. If you want to read more about this is basically, I believe it's called the principle of explosion in philosophy. What it means is that if you have an act or a situation that is at the same time under a moral system morally okay and morally not okay, then your entire system collapses. Because if you can't decide on whether a situation is moral or not, if it's both moral and immoral at the same time, then anything can or can't be moral, because the whole thing's just broken down, right? It has contradictions within itself. There's also a problem in just the realm of pure logic, which would be like, maths or something, right? I think there's a giant problem in maths where we can't prove that our mathematical system isn't inconsistent. We haven't found any inconsistencies within maths yet, but we can't prove that it isn't inconsistent. And this is actually like a huge problem for mathematicians and has been for a long, long time. There's a bunch of proofs you can, go look up about this stuff. I think Vertasium has a really good video about some of the problems in maths, and this covers it. But this is like one of the clearest examples of just someone coming into a conversation and immediately trying to kind of talk past their opponent, not really understand what they're saying or the kind of lines they're going down. And if you want to go out and have these conversations, you have to be willing to address the point. So you have to explain why you think that the fetus doesn't deserve bodily autonomy, or why, or just own the consequences of what you're saying, essentially. Because what Zen is looking for is essentially a contradiction within this guy's moral system that would lead to the principle of explosion, rendering his moral system useless. He's either looking for that, or he's trying to make the guy bite some, nasty sounding bullets. Like maybe he would go on to say something like he would find it okay for a mother to abort a baby after it's been birthed. In fact, this is the example they use later. Abort a baby after it's been birthed if the umbilical cord is still attached, because it's still part of their body, right? That's the kind of bullet that Zen's looking to make this guy bite, essentially. Not being able to prove negatives isn't just a maths problem, though. Yeah, no, I know. It's more than just that, but within but this is kind of what I'm familiar with, I guess. So that's kind of what I'm going to be talking about. So yeah, I think that's kind of the interesting thing to note about that. There was one, so there's another fallacy example that I want to just bring up because it's another like really clear example of it, and then the biggest fuck up is going to come a bit later, and I want to show both of those, and then I'll talk a little bit at the end. But yeah, let's just go to the next example of a fallacy. So for the record, we're not going through this whole debate because it's just long as fuck, and I can illustrate most of my points with just a couple. Because honestly, this conversation was pretty repetitive. Like what I found is that, wait, abortion not legal in America? No, abortion. So the reason that this conversation is happening more is because abortion is legal in America, and basically there's like a court case from I don't know, like the 70s, maybe earlier than that. I can't remember when it happened, but there's a court case called Roe v. Wade, and this is the foundation of abortion rights in America. And there was recently, you might have heard about this in the news, but there was a leak from the Supreme Court that basically showed that it looked like in an upcoming, vote, or like, you know, they were just planning on this, I suppose, that in 6 weeks or so they were essentially going to overrule the ruling of Roe v. Wade. They were going to say that like the courts didn't rule appropriately in this case, and then that would go on to undermine abortion rights in America. It wouldn't make abortion illegal, but it would mean that states get to choose on their own. Like currently as is, I think there is a federal protection for abortion in America, and it's based on this Roe v. Wade case. And I think there's like maybe one or two other cases that Roe v. Wade may have built off of, basically. But yeah, you can go read about that if you want. It's in the news all over the place at the minute. But yeah, let's just get to the
More would you like to talk about? Is
Well, okay.
Got another ad incoming, lads, so get hyped. Oh shit, what is it? Final Fantasy 14. Oh, I've actually started playing this game. It's quite fun, I'm not gonna lie. But...
Why?
Alright, okay, hang on. So, from 1330. Okay.
Or would you like to talk about in regards to bodily autonomy?
So my question was, why is it that a human being is only afforded bodily autonomy after traveling through the birth canal, and they are not afforded bodily autonomy prior? So much so that they can be killed.
Okay, so like I had already stated before, for example, if a woman, like at any point, has this pregnancy, at any point that pregnancy could actually put her in danger. This is basically why a woman should be able to have the right to choose, all the way up until.
Hang on.
Well, so to be clear, wait, hold on.
Okay, so this is again an example of a fallacious point being brought up by Alex. So basically, Zen is asking, why do you think it's okay for abortions to happen just in general, right? And his immediate response is to go to when the mother's life is under threat, they should have the right to choose. That is a fallacy or a fallacious argument because he's not addressing what the situation Zen is putting forward. He's addressing a different one, which previously in this conversation they've actually already talked about. So after his response to the first little segment I showed you, they essentially went on to talk about the reason that it came up. The reason he said, like, well, why aren't we looking at the situation that the mother's pregnant under? The reason that came up is because he was talking about medically necessary abortions. He went on to say that basically, if the mother's life is in danger, they should be allowed the right to an abortion. But they went on to talk, and basically Zen also agrees with that. This is something that most pro-lifers generally agree on, that if the mother's life is under threat, then it's okay to have a termination of the pregnancy, essentially. I think Zen even says in this, they don't like calling that abortion because they consider it something different. I think it's kind of a dumb distinction, but whatever, it's not important, it's just semantics. But they've already spoken about that situation. So this entire response ignores the fact that they've already had this conversation, so that he already has a response for what he's asking, and he's clearly just using it as a talking point, totally talking past Sen Shapiro. And it also gives a lot of credence. It makes him look like Zen makes it look like the other guy is just dancing around the issue and doesn't want to talk about this, right? So this is just like such a bad look on so many levels, and it's just, again, like I said, like logically, it's just fallacious because he's not addressing the situation that Zen is putting forward. So yeah, it's just another example of like a really, really bad response. Just do not respond like this. You have to address exactly what he's saying. Why do you think abortion is okay? Don't give me a situation outside of the norm, because we've already spoken about this, right? It's pretty clear, honestly. He could easily avoid this by saying the woman should be able to minimize the potential risk by ending the pregnancy. But I mean, either way, okay, yeah, that would be a separate argument, though, right? That's not quite what he's saying. So like that is something you could agree on, like, or not agree on. Sorry, that's something you could talk about. So, you know, if the mother's life is like, if there's like a maybe 20% chance she could have like some really severe medical consequences, then you could argue that the woman should have the right to abort in that case. But again, this is all kind of like generally this isn't the kind of principle you'd want to argue from. There's generally got to be a reason why abortion is okay, because there's always going to be a sliding scale on that, right? But that's something I'm going to get into in a bit, because I think the core issue for this whole debate was this guy just came in with no moral principle. He talks about bodily autonomy, but I'm going to show you something in a minute that will kind of blow your mind. And when I saw it, it blew my mind. I almost couldn't believe that this was coming up. But I just want to illustrate that the point we're getting to, and the thing I'm about to show, I think is something that's birthed from the lack of understanding in how these debates should go and how to create like a coherent argument. This isn't something, what I'm about to show you isn't something that I think Alex genuinely believes. I think he just got almost like came in with no real understanding of what he wanted to argue, and then ended up just in the position he's in, which we'll get to in a sec. Yeah, it just eliminates the acute danger and includes the constant risk. Not a great argument, better. Yeah, no, it is, yeah, for sure. But it's even still, though, this is kind of like one of those things where you need to argue from like an actual principled perspective, right? That's kind of the issue. But yeah, let's move on to the next clip, because this is kind of this is like the real crux of everything for me. This is where I think all of this kind of leads to, really.
You keep appealing
this
to
is going to
medical.
be a long one, by the way. So it's starting from 51. So 1 second from. Oh wait, no, hang on. We're a full minute behind. Hang on. It's starting from. Here we go. From here. What does pro-choice mean, though? A month plus risks choice, like in the EU or something more. So pro-choice doesn't imply any practical application necessarily. Pro-choice, the pro-choice position is that just that abortions are moral. That's more or less it. And then there's like people disagree on stuff within that. So like, you know, I'm sure you could find some pro-choice people that would be okay with aborting all the way up until the end of the first trimester. There'll be other pro-choice people who would argue that like after a certain, like they'll have a certain point. Like for me personally, it's consciousness. So like after a fetus has got consciousness, at that point it would be immoral to abort. But abortions are fine up until that point, which is like the third trimester. So it's like a fairly long span of time. So I'd say the pro-choice position doesn't necessarily entail any time frame. I think actually, if you want to see some really wild shit, there's a guy called Peter Singer who is a pretty well-established modern. I'm pretty sure he's fairly modern. I want to say he's still alive. Let's have a little Google. I want to say modern philosopher, and he argues that an abortion should be allowed up to 2 years after the baby's born. So mothers should be able to kill their 2-year-old kids. Essentially, this is what he argues. I think I could be completely misremembering this, but there is someone like that, and I'm pretty sure it's Singer. So he's 75. So yeah, he's still alive, still kicking. He's a modern philosopher. So, the pro-choice position entails like a whole bunch of different views. It all it entails, like when to say someone is pro-choice, it just means they are okay, they're morally okay with abortions. That's almost entirely what it entails. And then, like I said, there's a variety of opinion on that. And then pro-life is the opposite. Pro-life don't want abortions to happen. They think they're morally, or they think that abortion is immoral, essentially. That's the majority of the pro-life position. But again, you're still going to get some wiggle room within that. But yeah, let's have a listen to this clip. It's a bit long, bit of a long one, so, go sip some water or whatever. This one's like a 4-minute clip.
Lightning can strike at any point.
Okay, wait, let's say that we had medical technology to determine whether 100% of birth was like going to cause a complication or not. And we were able to scan, and in month 6, boom, we know this one 100% won't cause any medical complications. In those cases, would you be okay with the woman like not being allowed to have an abortion, or should she still have the right to have an abortion?
She wouldn't be allowed to have an abortion in the first place, and I would agree with that.
Wait.
Okay.
She wouldn't be allowed to have... Or no, I'm asking you, like, if let's say you scanned it and it was like, okay, this baby will be born with no complications at all, and you're financially able to support it, would you deny her right to have an abortion there or not? Like, should she be allowed to have an abortion, or should we say, like, no, hold on, you have to have you have to carry this baby to term?
If there's no medical complications and it's a perfectly viable baby, I would say yeah, I would. Even though I still
You
maintain
would
the
what?
position.
You would what?
Force her to carry the baby to term.
Essentially, yeah.
Okay.
But then what
Especially if
happened to
it's a-
but then where's like the bodily autonomy thing?
again, the body autonomy is simply about the whole medical procedure. That's where it's kind of playing into it. And the reason
That's why I established a definition at first, where I said it's basically a person's right to self-governance over their own body, free of external coercion or compulsion. That doesn't imply due to medical necessity. That just implies due to personal rights, personal privacy, personal decisions, desires, whatever it may be. It doesn't necessarily have to be medical necessity. But if you're saying you only support abortions due to medical necessity, well then you're basically foregoing bodily autonomy, and you might as well just be pro-life, because you would actually just agree with me if that's
Not
the only
necessarily.
justification for it. Like,
Not
let's just how
necessarily.
about a less like a more realistic hypothetical where we
Okay.
can't tell in the future, but let's just say the woman goes to the doctor, and let's say she's 6 to 8 months into the pregnancy, and the doctor being like, you know, a well-trained medical professional says there's no sign of any complications here. You appear to be as perfectly healthy as any other pregnancy. There's no real risk of injury or death or whatever. She'd still be allowed to get an abortion given that information from the doctor. Would you
Yeah.
still support that? You would.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So then why is that any different than the time machine saying 6 months into the pregnancy there's going to be no issues? Like, why can she not get an abortion in this scenario, but in the scenario of the doctor's advice where there's no medical necessity, she can get an abortion?
So we're going back again to like to the 10-minute window again between that and the 6 to 8 month pregnancy. Is that what that's it? We're going back to? I just want to make sure we're clear on that.
Let's just say in both scenarios, like, I mean, the first hypothetical was like we can tell into the future 100% there's no medical necessity, and you said no abortion in that scenario. Like, if we could tell there's going to be no medical necessity, and then I said in this other scenario we're 8 months into the pregnancy and we've got the doctor who's been along the whole ride of the pregnancy. They're at the OBGYN or whatever, and the doctor says you're perfectly healthy, no real issues here, baby's in good shape, everything looks good, no danger, no real danger to speak of.
Yeah.
Abortion would be okay in that scenario.
Yes.
Why?
I'm sorry.
Why?
Say that again.
Why would it be okay?
Oh no.
The reason. Okay, so it would be okay in that scenario because like I'd say is because she still has maintained the full body autonomy. But I'm just wondering, it's like, why is she wanting to plan to get the abortion in the first place? Because it's always saying, oh, well, yeah, she's going to have the abortion. Well, why does she want to have the abortion?
Okay. So, essentially, that to me, only 26 minutes in, is the absolute destruction of everything this guy was trying to argue. Everything, he just fumbled like a muppet through a bunch of different scenarios, and I'm convinced the entire reason that any of that happened was simply because he didn't think about it beforehand. So, just to be super clear, this guy, through that last 4-minute segment, was just displaying absolute confusion at what was being proposed to him. And this is a bit long, but in my opinion, this segment shows two things. So the first important thing is that I think that Alex came in essentially just wanting to shoot the shit about a bunch of practical applications and situations that justify abortion. He essentially wanted to come in and run down a bunch of talking points about why abortion is good, but just on a very, very like high surface level, and that was more or less it, right? What Zen is looking for, though, is a more principled moral stance. So the fact that Alex doesn't seem to know whether abortion is or isn't okay is a huge problem if you want to have one of these discussions. I just don't know why you would do it. It seems completely insane to me. Also, interestingly, it seems that Alex only supports bodily autonomy because he thinks that pregnancy is like quite complicated, so some level of personal choice and discretion allows a mother to react to various situations that could occur, but ultimately would force the mother to carry to term if he knew 100% everything would go fine, because that was the first hypothetical that was thrown to him. So I don't think this is like a truly horrible position or anything like that, but he isn't aware at all that that's actually more or less a pro-life position. So he's supposed to be here defending pro-choice. That's like the premise of him coming here. And upon like giving him a couple hypotheticals and digging through a couple things, essentially he's pro-life but gives a lot of leeway to the mother for practical reasons. Basically, that's where he is. And this is why I think it's really important to have a good understanding of your own moral principles before coming into this, because otherwise you're going to be working out on the fly and exactly something like this is going to happen, right? So just to be ultra clear, so I'm not like, so you can understand exactly what I'm saying. What Alex is saying is that he does not respect the bodily autonomy of women as a principle. That's not one he holds. And that the reason for that is because if he knew that a baby could be birthed with 100% certainty that nothing would go wrong at any stage during it, he would completely not allow abortion. In his perfect world, the mother would be forced to carry to term, right? The only reason he respects bodily autonomy is because he believes that it's a solution to the complications of pregnancy. The reason he is pro-abortion is because if the mother was to get into a situation where she might die by having the pregnancy, he believes it's her right to be able to choose that instead of dying. Which, okay, fair enough, but like, this is essentially just the pro-life position, and that seems to be his only defense for abortion. So, yeah, you have a pro-choice guy, supposedly, or someone who's coming under pro-choice pretenses, basically just arguing pro-life, and that's what absolutely blew my mind. It genuinely, I actually could not believe what I was seeing. And this is precisely the reason, if you're ever going to have a conversation like this, you need to understand exactly what you think and why. In your own head, it's probably a good idea to run through hypotheticals of where your positions could lead to. Try and extract the logic of what you're saying and apply it to a different situation to see if you would still find it moral in that case. And then from that point on, you can then start applying practical solutions. So, for example, there are a lot of people that are actually like this. You could have the position of, I am pro-life, I believe abortion is immoral. However, in reality, if we outlaw abortion, all it will do is lead to more mothers having essentially back alley abortions and lead to more mothers being killed. So ultimately it would just cause more suffering. So even if you believe that abortion should be outlawed, doing so would lead to more negatives in the, as a result of that. So you allow them to at least minimize the negatives, right? That's a position that you can have that's very close to Alex's. That's very close to Alex's, but just way more fleshed out and way more understood, right? So yeah, in conclusion, don't do what this guy did, because he absolutely punted this debate horrifically. Zen isn't even a particularly, smart guy. He just runs this abortion debate a ton, so he's got, he knows exactly how to, work out contradictions within the opponent's framework and that kind of thing. So, yeah, just a nightmare of a debate. Uber cringe. Don't do this, please. Ever. It's just, please go into stuff a bit more prepared than this if you're going to have these conversations. Which, for the record, I encourage that you do with, mates and stuff, because, it does, talking to people about this stuff, at least for me, helps me work out my own positions, basically. So, yeah. Anyway, I'll read some comments. But is it actually a reality that the mother could abort after 8 months with the new laws, or is this just hypothetical talk? So, whether it is or isn't hypothetical doesn't matter. So this is another really important thing. If you're going to have a debate like this, you have to be ready to entertain hypotheticals that are completely unrealistic, that are never going to happen. And the reason you need to be able to do this is because hypotheticals can still illustrate inconsistencies within a moral framework. Just because something is a hypothetical doesn't mean it isn't valid to demonstrate something about your moral system. This is actually a really important thing to understand. I know it can be frustrating, especially when you first start getting into this stuff, but if the more you can read about it, the more you can kind of try and work through on your own, the better, because the more you get to grips with them, the more you'll have an understanding of how to test other people's frameworks using hypotheticals, how to test your own frameworks using hypotheticals. They're just a really powerful tool. They don't need to be realistic, because you're essentially just trying to extract the logic from something, and the logic should always hold up. It doesn't matter what situation it's applied to, especially within moral frameworks. I mean, the way it's portrayed in the news, of course, people can debate about anything in general. Is it reality that a mother could abort after 8 months with the new laws? Oh, no. So what? Sorry, the opposite is true. So I think generally speaking, you can't abort after 24 weeks, which is where the third trimester starts. So that's 24 weeks is like what? That's like 6-ish months, maybe a bit less, something like that. I don't think there's anywhere, at least as far as there might be some places, I don't know, but I don't think there's that many countries where you can abort after 8 months. I think it's generally agreed upon the third trimester, which is 24 weeks, is like the limits. That'd be about 6 months. So that's not something that would happen. What the laws that they're talking about, or at least the laws that triggered this conversation, it is more Roe v. Wade. So it's the opposite with the new overturning of the court case I was talking about earlier. States could basically outlaw abortion completely. Outside of like maybe certain cases, it's up to the state to decide. That's what it will be. Which, you know, that in and of itself is a different conversation whether you think that's okay or not. But the fundamental place that this has to be like talked about from is whether abortion is or isn't okay, and then from there whether it should be a right or not, right? So from my perspective, like I said, I only morally value sentience. I'm a vegan. So for me, aborting something that isn't sentient, literally, is completely fine. There's no moral problem with that. And as a result from that, I can then say, okay, abortion should be allowed because it's completely moral. There's just no reason to not allow it, essentially. And I mean, from a practical perspective, it's really easy to argue because, you know, you don't want to force parents into being parents because it will cause a lot of suffering for them and potentially put them into financial straits and all that kind of stuff. There's loads of good practical applications that come from abortion, but you can only get to that place if you believe abortion is moral in the first place, right? Because if you believe abortion is immoral, if you believe it's tantamount to or it's the same as killing like a human, generally speaking, we have pretty strict laws against murder. So if you see it fall under that, then you're going to be, you know, it's going to be a lot harder to allow abortion via practical applications. It can be done, like I gave the example earlier of there are some pro-life people that allow abortion because in practice, if you outlaw it, the number of abortions don't actually go down. So you're not actually saving anyone. You're just, you know, putting women in a much riskier position where they have to get illegal abortions, essentially. So that's like one practical argument you could use. That it comes from a pro-life perspective, but you know, if you have my argument, you don't need to do that. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I want to say. I guess just as a final point, I personally really don't think the bodily autonomy arguments are particularly strong for abortion. I think you have to kind of bite a lot of weird bullets and essentially accept a lot of things that I don't think most people would find acceptable. So I generally don't like that route. However, again, it's not something I've looked a ton into. Maybe there are people that make the argument really well. I know if anybody's interested, there's a violinist hypothetical in regards to abortion. Let me see if I can find it. It's like a really famous, here you go, Defense of Abortion. It's a moral philosophy essay. That it's about I can't remember this 100%, but basically the idea is it's a thought experiment where you wake up and a violinist is attached to you. They've got like a blood flowing into them from you, and if you're fine, you won't live. You won't die, but if you get rid of the blood flowing to them, they'll die. It's a hypothetical based around that in defense of abortion. I'd recommend you go, look into it if you want. It's a pretty common kind of like, it's a pretty common philosophical argument in favor of abortion. So it's interesting to look into, regardless of whether you agree or disagree with it, think it's a good or bad defense, whatever. It's just something to look into. Like I said, I don't need to get into any of this because from my perspective, if I only value sentience, it's really easy for me to argue from that point. But yeah, not gonna lie, I think you should, not gonna lie, I think I should try to explore my quickly crafted bit about autonomous life a bit more. It leaves some interesting opportunities. Potentially. I guess this is, the thing is though, is like, I Googled it and I didn't see anything about your definition of autonomous life. But again, this is one of those situations where I think if you accept that as your moral principle, you'd need to kind of accept some weird hypotheticals. So like, so you were saying essentially that you can abort a fetus if it's not autonomous, if it couldn't survive on its own, essentially, which would be like, 8 weeks. It obviously couldn't. But then what about like, what about someone who has to be put on a ventilator? Like, is it justified to kill or to let a person die instead of saving them using a ventilator because they couldn't survive on their own, right? Like, I'm not saying that you don't have a counter for that argument. I'm just saying you would have to think about that, because that's like a whole route you could go down. Like I said, today I don't want to like get into an abortion debate essentially or go through the arguments. I just want to. The main thing was, this is an example of someone using fallacious arguments. This is why I think they're fallacious arguments. This is why fallacies are important to recognize. But you should understand the principle behind fallacies as opposed to just, like, this is a nature fallacy and all that shit. I think that shit's pretty useless. And it's also really important to understand why moral principles and being consistent within a moral framework is really important, because otherwise you lead to situations like we just saw, essentially. That's all part of it, right? But yeah, that's pretty much everything that I wanted to cover. I mean, if anyone's got any questions, feel free to fire away. Oh, fuck. Wait, you can see the Discord. Oh, no. Hide the memes, lads. Hide the memes. I think it's fine. Oh, there's an Knifey Man in. Oh, no. This is like 7:05. Oh, so that must have been when he popped in initially. But yeah, I mean, if anyone's got any questions, fire away. If not, I'll call it here and probably go play some frickin' Apex with my mate. Oh, by the way, Luke Zedders. I don't know how to pronounce your name. That's one hell of a name. Yeah, no, cheers for watching, my dude. I appreciate that. But yeah, I think I'll call it here then. Yeah, cheers for watching, everyone. For the record, if anyone... Oh, Jesus Christ. Thank you so much for the follow. I very much appreciate it. Also, my alerts are way too fucking loud. So just FYI, I normally do streaming every Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. I cover indie games for the most part. So like we're playing Bob Is You at the minute, which is a fantastic puzzle game. But I want to start doing these political segments like a little bit more and more, and just I'll probably like cover stuff like this in the future. That's kind of like my current plan. Use it to talk about certain things. Might hit you up next week or so for some convo. Sure, yeah, no, please do, absolutely. But yeah, if anybody's lurking, doesn't know who I am, that's who I am, that's what I do. If that sounds cool, drop a follow. If not, no worries, and hope you've enjoyed the stream regardless. And yeah, I'll see you lads all on Thursday. We'll play some more Bob Is You, try and crack some of these bullshit puzzles. But yeah, peace out, cheers for watching, everyone. I'll see you all around, alright? Stay safe, my dudes.